headlines. Prime Minister Modi chairs high-level virtual meeting to review COVID-19 situation. MP lamjingbatomtv urges Centre to set up Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research in Manipur. Fisheries and Kada Minister S. Rajan bets for self-reliant economy. And boy goes missing under mysterious circumstances in Bishnupur district. A very good evening and welcome to Times of Manipur. You're watching the Evening News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren today attended a video conference chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The video conference was held to discuss the surge in COVID-19 cases in some states including Maharashtra, Punjab, Karnataka, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired the high-level virtual meeting with chief ministers and health ministers of 7 high-burden states to review the COVID-19 situation. In terms of COVID cases, India is witnessing a massive surge. Earlier, 5 states were contributing to 80% of the overall COVID cases, but there are 7 states that have witnessed a sudden spike in COVID cases. Madhya Pradesh is the latest entry in the list. Maharashtra has reported more than 16,620 COVID cases. Earlier, the Prime Minister held multiple such virtual meetings with the chief ministers of various states and union territories to take stock of the situation. The last such meeting was held in January last ahead of the rollout of COVID-19 vaccines. With 28,903 fresh COVID cases in the last 24 hours, India recorded the highest daily spike in coronavirus infections in 2021. With 188 deaths in the past 24 hours, the country also reported the highest number of COVID-related deaths this year. The Union Health Ministry stated that the total active case load has increased to 234,406. The recovery rate has dropped to 96.56%. Johns Hopkins University reported that the overall number of global COVID-19 cases has surpassed the 120.6 million mark. The USA, which has recorded the world's highest number of coronavirus cases and deaths, has reported 2,94,92,616 infections and 5,35,596 fatalities so far, according to the CSSE. In the Rajya Sabha, MP lamjingbatomtv today proposed the Centre for setting up of an Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research (IISA) in Manipur. lamjingbatomtv told the House that IISA is one of the leading institutions in the country that strive towards bringing quality education. He added that the institution has played a major role in developing science and research activities besides bringing out bright students. Sanajauba in the House also said there is no IISA in the northeast states of India and that the people in Manipur are keen on human resources with basic science and fundamental research.
So the people of Manipur wish to embrace the new culture of education for training our future human resources in basic sciences and fundamental research, its strategies and solid platform. I honestly appeal to the Government of India to support to our cause in science, technology, engineering and mathematics, STEM, education and basic research. Till today, Manipur has no institute of national importance in the level of IIT, IIM, etc. But considerable numbers of scientists from these regions are performing well at the national and international level with commendable contribution in their respective fields. Therefore, sir,
under the aegis of Directorate of Research, Central Agricultural University, Imphal, the All India Coordinated Research Project Maize, Forest Crops and Utilization, rapeseed and mustard, malab, nematodes in agriculture, soybean, groundnut, chickpea and wheat and barley to organize a one-day training program come distribution of inputs for pre-kharif or kharif crops in Manipur today at Salam village in Imphal West. Speaking on the occasion, Fishery and Kada Minister S. Rajan stressed on making Manipur a self-reliant state. He also underlined the importance of local farmers seeking guidance from experts in increasing agricultural produce in the state. Rajan went on to say that the local farmers should practice double cropping or triple cropping. He also stressed that paddy fields should not be left unused as they could be used to manufacture fodder. Rajan also underlined on soil testing to increase crop yields in the state.
Aikoina tawriba thabak si kari no si ningthidana akhangai mayam ama tanaraga tawdabadagi aikoi aremada mapandagi port pusallatadana numit mangani dang tarani dang economic blockade bal tawbaganda aikoi se yamna wana hingba dugumba punchi mipal tangaga hingba lamda mama habdo aikoi oireba aikoina nahangai pantha tharamba ipa ipugi tawromi kaina khalamaga tawba port dagi makoigi anauba technology gi expert singdagi aikoi tara kanda moigi moina piriba theory do aikoina practical noina montho kanda production si kayam henge haibna chingba mayam singa do aikoi khanna ba aikoi honaminasi.
A boy from Torbung, Gobindapur, Mamanglekai under Moirang Police Station of Bishnupur has gone missing since March 15. The 7-year-old boy Laishram Abinash is son of Laishram Anand and Laishram O. Sophia Devi. A missing case has been filed at Moirang Police Station. A frantic search has been launched to find the boy. Meanwhile, at a press meet at the missing boy's residence, M. Kumari, a local Maira Paibi leader, said that the boy was last seen playing with two of his friends near a local pond. His friends narrated that Avinash left the site with an unknown man wearing a jacket. BJP Bishnupur District Committee Secretary Sanasam Prem Chandra visited the boy's family today.
Aikoina haning is a police ki magai dagi natraga sarkar gi magai dagi ana adagi parja sing mayam sina kainom tang khanna bira kanda angang se phangna ba thibiu haijani.
Protesting against the mysterious death of 22-year-old C.H. Lushai Taro on March 13 last, locals residents staged a protest at Laishokching village in Chandel district today. Our correspondent reports that C.H. Lushai Taro, son of C.H. Kodar Taro of Buktrol village, was found hanging in a suspicious manner at the residence of one Rowell Mangoljau of Kuringku village under Chandel police station. The deceased is said to be the son-in-law of Rowell Mangoljau. The protesters demanded the government to book all culprits and deliver justice to the deceased and his family.
Check to view. Achum bisar to view haraga. Marang di nan lagi postman to the three bilak te marang kena nang de pire. Hois aram de pire. Susai nahi sinan de mam sinan te mam. Karam ma government pun tunri manung da achum bisar pire di angang slow ni muyum thangmani I see suicide togni.
Postmortem tharaga postmortem the result se aphaba result lakira hina khanni akoi positive akoi da khallamba adu oidra hina khanni adu so adu akoi gi khallamba du oidre akoi na mathanda suicide tawi haiba sisu akoi gi aning banate mana siba maonga moina result piba mong se akoi pende.
The last rites of Takyan Jamnganba were performed today in Delhi. Lok Jan Shakti Party Vice President and Northeast in charge Ruchida Sharma appealed to parents and guardians to take care of their wards to prevent such incidents in the future. Notably, Nganba was found dead on March 13 under mysterious circumstances in the national capital, Delhi. According to the post-mortem report from Safdarzang mortuary, Nganba had died of drug overdose. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, developing tomorrow presents Panthoibi Green Homes, a destination of luxury living, equipped with modern amenities. launching on 12th of April 2021. Pre-register starts from 1st of March to get special discount. Panthoibi Green Homes. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, Uripok Taurang Bamlaikai, Imphal.
Panthoibi Construction Private Limited na miyam gidamak G+2 dagi G+6 ta upgrade tawkraba residential project amakak launch tawjare. Apun basembam ki 10% amak down payment pibiraga lemoriba 90% aduna chahida 6.99% ki changda thagi installment basis ta thibirak payagan. Ngasi malengsim biro Panthoibi Construction Private Limited associate company of Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited Torambam lekai.
Saklon ama Lakliba Thangza Numitsigi Saklon Amagi Thoramda Miyangi Thogalgi Damak Matam Sang na Thogdang Yabirak Laba Saknai Raba Sumang Kumhaigi Nupi Konzel Saysakpa Laysang Them Kanta Amasung Nupa Konzel Saysakpa Nongmai Them Ibomcha Oza Ani Punna Saru Yabigadari Adomsu Aikoigi number 7629943543 Number asida call tawbiraktuna thoram asibu mapung phaminasi.
Welcome back. Sanapokpa Chakpa Andro Maihobirol Pana Loisang advisor Laishungbam Ibungo has strongly condemned the act of some unknown miscreants holding a funeral service in the premises of Chapokpi Laifamland Shrine in Andro on March 13 last. He further said that a memorandum on the matter has been submitted to the authority concerned. He also said that Section 144 CRPC has been imposed in the area to curb recurrence of unwanted incidents. Laishungbam Ibungo further warned that Sanapokpa Chakpa Andro Maihobirol Pana Loisang will launch intense hesitation if the authorities fail to remove the body from the site within 4 days.
Makoina Asibakang, Laifamland Makta Asibakang from the Lamasi, Hausi Paliba, Langak Loising the Su, Miyang Sangbiduna, Asibakang, Atuatamda, Hariba Laifamland Stegida Tokyo. Karigumada Lokopida Tarvadi Masida Tolpa Apata Tolpa Adu Manipur as over crisis some Tolpa Suyai Masia Papeta Taitasi Nangasi Tanami Nimaring the Lokopida Tardi and Robazarana and Ropana Luisana Akan Mukung Kilakani.
Thoubal District Deputy Commissioner and Bandana today expressed disappointment over the disparity in sex ratio in Thoubal District. She said women play a key role in a society, adding that educated women have a greater chance to lead a healthier and more productive life, which is important for the overall development of a society. DC Bandana said this during a one-day orientation program on Beti Bachao, Beti Parao at the Counting Hall of DC Complex, Thoubal. District Task Force Beti Bachao, Beti Parao Thoubal organized the program.
Distribute child sex ratio normal sex ratio na magkuhan kuya na tulog sa redga child sex ratio na 0 to 6 years din manunulay pa music ang angsing pa manipili sa siya kumatawala ang hantaba. For example, sex ratio na normal di mo kiyo kumatawala na mo district sa itong paano sa mana na nulay hindi masisi 1998.
Residents of Suknu constituency in Kakching district have drawn the attention of government towards improving the inter-village road connecting Wangu Sandangkong and Chairen Thongkong at the earliest. Our correspondent reports that residents in the area have faced inconveniences due to deplorable condition of the road stretch. A team of media accompanied by local residents today inspected the road stretch. The residents said that a major flood back in 2015 had damaged the IVR and that the condition has worsened now.
Moirang ka bazar ka ba Kakching ka ba hanadi gari changam banina changam da mafam je jikse changbiu yadre aduna akhoi athu matam da lambi je sembiu aduna akhoi puning sing injari sarkar gi
ungthi ba jaga se athu matam da sarkar gi ming sing biraga school gi isa inau chhatra sing na school chatpa yadriba nongjur ko ising khu yoriba masida lomui parja akhoi chu gari nongdi thoba matam da yamna khudong cha da thokpani na masi gi hauji gi kalengi matam sari matam sida lambi je athu matam da losin bina ba sarkar gi puning sing sinjari.
new office bearers of All Manipur Ethnic Socio-Cultural Organization, AMASCO, for 2021 to 2023 term were sworn in today at the organization office in Kaishampat, Konjeng Hazari Laikai. BK Moirangcha was elected as the president. Speaking at the event, newly elected President BK Moirangcha said that the organization will discuss ways to bring new development and added that it will continue to work for the welfare of the people.
Ahanba step sida akoina leiriba presidency akoi nauna amuk hanu mangna soi president oina pubani hauji makhata na amu akoi general body mi phamna nauna amuk ka hanna thaugi pubina ba khanbire sigi matung makhata rakpasida akoi gi chahi gi oina leiba program calendar sing asidi handak ahanba hek siloibaga akoi gi akoi April gi first week tegi akoi saju khudol tamba i khongul liba haiba akoi program calendar amakak lei masima hana paket kani masi paikhalo matungda Makhataba, Matang Matang Equin, Changan Bayaba, program calendar Sahim, the Tarukni, later program calendar sing as Changan Bagalona, Modegi, Henba, Ate, Topa, Tongan, Matavak, Tarunka, sing Jogi, Changan.
Under the Department of Persons with Disabilities and Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, the Relief Center for the Welfare of Differently Able Persons Singjamai Chinga Mathak, in collaboration with Department of Community Medicine, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Imphal, today organized a one-day orientation program on early identification, prevention and intervention of persons with disabilities at Irengbam Thamcha Devi ITD Nursing and Healthcare Research Institute, Uripok. The program was organized under the Awareness Generation and Publicity Scheme. Myanmar's most powerful Buddhist monks association called on the Janta to end violence against protesters and accuse an armed minority of torture and killing innocent civilians since last month coup. According to Reuters, in its most forthright condemnation of the military bloody crackdown on pro-democracy demonstrations, the government-appointed organization also said in a draft statement its members intended to halt activities in an apparent protest. The State Sangha Mahanayaka Committee, Mahana, planned to release a final statement after consulting the Religious Affairs Minister tomorrow, the Myanmar Now News portal reported. Citing a monk who attended a meeting of the committee, Mahana members could not be immediately reached by Reuters for comment, but their reported stance signals a rift with authorities by a group that usually works closely with the government. Myanmar has been in turmoil since the military ousted Aung San Suu Kyi elected government on February 1, detaining her and members of her party, drawing wide international condemnation. Rajya Sabha member from Mizoram K. Vanlalvena has urged the centre to look into the plight of anti-coup protesters in Myanmar and review the country's policy towards Myanmar nationals who fled their country to take refuge in Indian territory. Raising the issue of Myanmar nationalists in Mizoram during 0 hour in the ongoing budget session yesterday, Vanlalvena informed the House that over 300 Myanmar nationals, including 150 police personnel, have crossed over to Mizoram to take refuge in the state following the last month military coup in the neighboring country. He said the state government and NGOs have provided immediate relief and shelter to the Myanmar nationals on humanitarian ground. The MP pointed out that the Union Ministry of Home Affairs MHA has recently given directions to chief secretaries of 4 northeastern states which share border with Myanmar to not entertain refugees from Myanmar. Once again, we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
In studies, in sports, in science, in arts, in competitions, in caring for the environment, in life, nothing but excellence for a holistic learning with a difference. Shishu Nishthaniketan, nothing but excellence.
Tom Cable ki subscriber sing the Khangan Jari Madudi subscriber sing na channel suna amadi ayat apan yaudana yengbinaba recharge tawiyo. Pizariba package singde basic package sta lupa chani amadi atopa package singda lupa chahum yankai chamri amadi chamri yankai pijari. Recharge taunabagi makhada pijariba kuthang ahum asidagi khanbiyu. Ahanbada online recharge. Online da recharge taunabagi tomtv.co.in da changbiduna yamna laiba process ta recharge tawiyu. Anisubada distributor recharge. Isa ki distributor singda monthly subscription submit tawiduna recharge tawiyu. Natraga ahum subada office recharge. Uripok Kosnam Lekai da leiba TOMTV ki office ta laktuna recharge tawiyu. Khanghanjariba Tom Cable Uripok Kosnam Lekai Imphal. Ekoi contact number 89742790999 natraga 8132089758.
Welcome back. With Assam gears up for assembly elections, the All Assam Students Union has asked the political parties in fray in the state to clear their respective stands on the Draconian Citizenship Amendment Act. ASU President Dipankar Nath said that, disregarding the Assam Accord, the ruling BJP has prepared a plan to destroy Assam by dumping illegal immigrants in the state. 5 people have lost their lives while agitating against CAA, but the people are determined to continue their protest to repeal the act, not added. According to media reports, ASU also announced a statewide mega anti-CAA bike rally on March 28th with an aim to make all, especially those living in the rural areas, aware of the draconian CAA introduced by the BJP government. Dipankar Nath also said that ASU will reach out to all and make them aware of how the CAA is a threat to the identity and culture of Assam. AMIG-21 Bison aircraft of the Indian Air Force IAF today met a fatal accident while taking off for a combat training mission at an airbase in central India, according to a media report. One officer of the IAF lost his life in the accident. The deceased IAF officer has been identified as Group Captain A. Gupta. IAF expressed deep condolences and stands firmly with the family members, an IAF statement read. Shootings at 2 massage parlors in Atlanta and one in the suburbs last evening left 8 people dead, many of them women of Asian descent, authorities said. A 21-year-old man suspected in the shootings was taken into custody in southwest Georgia hours later after a manhunt, police said. As per media reports, the attacks began around 5 p.m. when 5 people were shot at Young Asian Massage Parlor in a strip mall near a rural area in Eggward, about 30 miles north of Atlanta, Cherokee County Sheriff Office spokesman Captain J. Becker said. 2 people died at the scene and 3 were transported to a hospital, where 2 of them also died, Becker said. Authorities were not immediately releasing the gender or race of the victims, Becker said. No one was arrested at the scene. Due to the shootings, Atlanta police said they dispatched officers to check nearby similar businesses and increase patrols in the area. Now we have the sports news. Sri Shankar broke his own long jump national record and qualified for the Tokyo Olympics with a 8.26-meter leap at the Federation Cup Senior Nationals Athletic Championships on Tuesday. The qualifying mark for the Olympic was 8.22 meter. Sri Shankar previous best had been 8.20 meter. He began with 8.02 meter jump before improving to 8.04 meter, 8.07 meter and 8.09 meter in his next 3 jumps before touching 8.26 meter in his 5th attempt. He had a no mark NM in his final jump. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi chairs high-level virtual meeting to review COVID-19 situation. MP Laishemba Sanajauba urges Center to set up of Indian Institute of Education and Research in Manipur. Fisheries and Kada Minister S. Rajan bets for self-reliant economy. And boy goes missing under mysterious circumstances in Bishnupur district. And with that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Good night.